Cuppings are important for understanding the nuance that coffee has to offer. This is why I believe cuppings are probably one of the best ways to gain knowledge within the coffee world. Farmers, importers, and roasters are cupping every single day for a very good reason. Now I know it sounds very intimidating, but it's actually really easy to do in your own home. Stick around to see how we do all of our cuppings here at Upshot Coffee in St. Charles, Missouri. In a general sense, cuppings allow you to taste multiple coffees side by side and for you to get the idea of what's going on between each cup. What you're gonna need for this cupping are cupping bowls. You're gonna need some sort of cupping spoon or just a regular soup spoon. You're gonna need a kettle that is gonna be able to manage your water temperature. And of course, you're gonna need multiple coffees to try side by side. For our recipe, we use 11 grams of coffee to 180 grams of water, and that's roughly a 1:16 ratio, but anything between 1:16 and 1:18 works perfectly fine. We recommend that you use a very similar size bowl because as soon as you change up the sizes, it gets hard on the ratio side. But if you are using different size bowls, just make sure each coffee is brewed to the same ratio. And for our grind setting, we're gonna use slightly coarser than filtered coffee. And if you're familiar with the Comandante, that's roughly 20 clicks on that. All right, so I'm gonna start weighing and dosing, and let's get going on this cupping. To start, we will weigh out 16 grams of coffee. We will use 4 grams of this to purge between each sample so that we don't get any cross-contamination. And we will brew each cup using the 11 grams of the remaining coffee. Now it's time for pouring. Make sure you start a timer right as the pour begins. As we start the pour, we always want to soak all the grounds as quickly as possible and then move to a whirlpool type pour. Try to make each pour as consistent as possible. At 5 minutes, we do what we call breaking the crust. We have found this to be the best aromatic period for the coffee, so we recommend smelling each coffee during the breaking point. At 7 minutes, we begin the scraping portion. Take 2 spoons and scrape the excess coffee off the top. All right, now at the 10-minute mark, it is time for some of our first sips. Now in the coffee world, it is very acceptable to do a big slurp. A lot of people find this odd or not very tasteful, but it is very acceptable in the coffee world, so feel free to slurp as loud as you would like. As these coffees start to cool, they'll change a lot in the way they taste, so make sure you keep these coffees on and tasting them over the course of the next 10 to even 20 minutes. Also, don't forget that one of the most important things within coffee is community, so don't forget to invite some of your friends. So in short, this is how you host a cupping. It's not super difficult, and it's the best method to be able to compare and taste coffees side by side. This should help you identify the differences between coffees, roast defects, and if origin has any impact on taste. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in purchasing any of our coffees, our website link is below. I hope to see you all again, and be on the lookout for more Upshot related content.